everybody, my name is Elizabeth and welcome back to my channel where I encourage everyone to enjoy their lives, even if that means doing it by yourself. And I am here at Epic Universe for the first time and I'm so excited. I'm going to show you some clips of us entering the park and then we're going to get to it and start exploring. I am here with my parents today, so if you hear them or see them in the background, we're enjoying the day together. It says, beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams. Look at that hotel. Can you imagine staying there? Yeah. We are here, guys. I'm so excited. All right, it is raining, but it's supposed to stop soon. So, first stop, Harry Potter World. Okay, well, it's pouring rain outside, so we're all pretty wet, but we're here at the ride. All right, we're about to travel by fire. Oh my goodness. I've seen so many videos of this on YouTube, and it really doesn't do it justice when you actually step in and see it. It's pretty incredible what they built. Okay, well, we just got off of the Battle for the Ministry ride, and it is just now 10 o'clock. The park officially opens at 10. The ride was not supposed to open until 10, and we got through the whole line we didn't even stop. We were just continually walking through this gorgeous line. It took about 45 minutes, and we hardly stopped at all, and then we were getting right on the ride, and it wasn't even 10 o'clock yet. We're like, they must have decided to open it early, but awesome ride. We all loved it. But I'm standing out here in Paris, and I just want to show you how cool it looks. So first, That's all just like forced perspective. I don't think we can go all the way up. Maybe up some of those stairs. Oh no, there are chains on the stairs, just kidding. But how cool does that look? And my parents, they were looking around and they said, you know, it actually looks like Europe, and they've been to Europe. Well, it's so cool. There is a show in here that we will be going to, but we missed the first showing. So now that it's stopped raining, I'll be able to film a bit more and not worry about my camera. But there are some shops that we're going to go into while we're waiting for the show. Oh, and I just wanted to say, while Disney allowed me to film on every ride and every show, basically, Universal is the opposite. And they don't allow filming on any of their rides or shows, so expect me to tell you about it and film, you know, the cues that I can, but I won't be able to get any shots on the rides or shows themselves. So they have all these fun, like, fake shops here that you can look at with Windows displays and things like that. Oh, and this one does magic. So they're like fun. I know, sorry about the glare, but it's like an upright base with a banjo attached to it. And then like the saxophone has like two horn parts. Oh, and there's an accordion with a horn on it. And oh, that's fun. All right, we're going into the show. It's called Cirque Arcanu. And it's, there should be a lot of puppets and magical creatures and stuff, but I won't be allowed to film, so that's unfortunate, but that's okay. It means I can focus on the show. So they have a cotton candy little stand, fake obviously stand, but it's like they're floating like balloons. It's so cute. Okay, so the show was a lot of fun. It was shorter than I thought it was going to be, but it's really cute. And then we had lunch here at the restaurant in the Harry Potter, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. The one with the butterbeer crepe. I don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to try, but we had lunch and then we split the butterbeer crepe for dessert, and it was amazing. It was, the food was really, really good too, but that butterbeer crepe was every bit as good as people say it is. So now I think we're gonna head out of this area and explore some of the other areas of the park. Okay, I did not film when I was coming in because it was pouring down rain, but the sun is out and I want to see the portal. Okay, so we're walking right past the hotel, and they have their own dedicated entrance here into the park, which is pretty cool. Oh, let's go watch the fountain show. Nope, that's not it. I want to watch more. I think that may have been the end of it, though. I think we just caught the tail end of it. I think it's back to normal fountains now. So we're just sitting here, drying off, and watching the fountains. There should be a fountain show coming up. But since we have 2 days here, we're not worried about rushing around and doing tons and trying to fit in everything today. So we have, I have plans. If we just did all of Harry Potter area, and if we can get through the monsters, the Dark Universe area today too, we'll be right on track. So, yeah, we're just enjoying it and relaxing and letting our feet dry and resting our feet. So that's a carousel. We'll probably go on it eventually. Alright, and we are at Dark Universe. It's alive! It's alive! Alright, let's go in. Away, we have the Frankenstein Catacombs.
Baskets.
Oh, they're all coming out of the ground.
That's
kind
of a fun idea.
Do you want me to take your picture in there?
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Looks like something has escaped. Yeah.
Or fog machines.
Yeah, a lot of fog machines. Oh, there's something decaying up in this metal cage. I don't think that's a human. Yikes. Oh yeah, the monster makeup experience. What do you think? Do you want to get dressed up as Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein?
No. Going in there though.
That was a resounding no.
Do you see over here the steakhouse?
Yeah, that's where I want to have dinner. All right, we are here at the Frankenstein Manor, something, getting on the ride, Monsters Unchained. Okay, what do we think? Is it a Minotaur? It's got horns. We have our lab coat in there. Oh my. I don't know what that is. Organs for transport. And we have someone added her picture to the Frankenstein family tree. Got Frankenstein. Oh. I think they're catching the creature from the Black Lagoon.
You want me to meet? They will come to you.
Darkness lies ahead. Now is the time to abandon hope.
I am Igor. My job is to get you through this experiment in one piece. But Igor, I hear you say, where's the fun in that? I agree, you delightful freak. Sadly, this is not that kind of experiment. Look closely. This is a Catacombs Navigation Unit. All you little lab rats and your little lab rat friends get to ride one. You sit, Igor steers, nothing goes wrong. Yes? Oh. Don't let the doctor. We'll see you now. This is fun, yes?
Hi,
Hi.
it's nice to meet you.
Yes, it is nice to meet you.
I just wanted to show you my shirt. It says Bride of Frankenstein Beauty School.
Beauty school. What is that?
It means that I want to look like you because you're very beautiful. School, yes, where
Where you learn.
where we learn to look like you.
You learn to look like me.
Yes, or to do our beauty, to be as beautiful as you.
Well, that is kind.
What?
What you learn.
Not much actually. I tend to miss class a lot and sleep.
Do you need a new brain?
Yes, maybe
Yes.
that would help. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
just to not get a new brain from Igor.
Okay,
He
I
will
w-
give you a bad brain.
Okay, I will avoid that then.
Him
Yes.
say, good brain.
No. Okay. I will stay away from his brains then.
Oh, true! Hello.
Hello, Igor.
What can Igor do for you?
I just saw you standing here and I was curious what you were doing.
Oh, yeah. Trying to fill this vacancy over here.
Oh,
Dr.
okay.
Victoria said we gotta get it filled by sundown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like specific pieces or just a whole, like you're looking for the whole?
Oh, yeah, that one came open, so we'll put
Okay.
a whole thing in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a tough sell, though, you know.
I
People hear what the cost is.
You're looking for volunteers. it
Right,
sounds like.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, good luck. All right. We're just gonna go in and see what the windmill's like. See if they have any seats for us. It's like a tavern, with food and stuff. But okay, so we made it into the Burning Blade Tavern. This is supposed to be where all the monster hunters come. And if you look above, because the windmill catches on fire sometimes, you can see like it's like flickering up there as though the windmill above us is on fire. And then behind the bar, they have some mounted monsters' heads. I don't know what they are, except the middle one's clearly a werewolf. All right, this is where we're having dinner. It's called Das Steakhouse, and it's where the vampires come to get out of the sunlight. Okay, so I got the chicken on a stick with mashed potatoes and vegetables. I already started eating it, and it's very good. It's kind of spicy, but it's good. So we were just leaving the restaurant, and I had to stop because I saw this horrifying thing. A little child vampire. Well, that was the first day at Epic Universe, and we had so much fun. As you saw, we kind of spent most of our time in just the two areas. We did the Harry Potter area and we did the Dark Universe area with all the classic Universal monsters. And we did that intentionally. We planned ahead that we were going to do 2 days there because it was a new park. We knew the crowds were going to be high, and we just wanted to be sure that we could do everything we wanted. So we planned 2 days, and that meant that we didn't have to kill ourselves to try to do everything. So just to touch on a couple of things that I did not touch on while I was there. The show was okay. The puppets were really cool. But the plot line and stuff was just meh, you know? So, it was something that, like, I'm glad I did once, but if I ever get the opportunity to go back, I might focus on the rides and things like that. But the characters were so much fun. Like Igor and meeting Frankenstein's monster and the Bride of Frankenstein, that was really fun. Even my parents actually met them, which they're not, you know, someone that's gonna meet characters, but we had all found fun Frankenstein themed t-shirts that we wore that day. You heard in the video, mine said Bride of Frankenstein Beauty School, and then my dad had one with a picture of Frankenstein that said just trying to hold it all together or something like that. And then my mom just had a picture of the Bride of Frankenstein like blowing a bubble like with bubble gum. And so they after I met them, they actually met them, and that was just kind of fun to watch and fun to see. And there was like no line for them. I couldn't believe it. They were such fun characters to meet, and nobody was standing there to meet them. And that whole land, the Dark Universe, I think ended up being, I don't know, it's going to be a toss up between that one and then one of the lands we went to the following day, which you'll see next week. But it was so much fun to meet those characters, and the rides were great. The one ride that you saw us like standing in line for, Monsters Unchained, I think ended up being our favorite ride in the park. It was so much fun. You kind of saw the model of how the car moves and things like that. That's pretty accurate, you know, to how the car moved. And there were such cool animatronics of all the different Universal monsters. Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and Dracula were the three main ones. But then you also got moments with the Mummy and Creature from the Black Lagoon. And they even showed Phantom of the Opera and Quasimodo at the very beginning. Because I think just in the realm of the Universal movies, those two are kind of the early ones from the 30s are grouped in with the classic Universal monsters. And so, yeah, they had like brief animatronics of those two characters too, right at the beginning. And that's actually the only ride that we did twice. We were able to go back on it the next day. Now, the one ride that I did go on that day that I did not mention in the video was the second ride at the Monsters area. Dark Universe is what it's called, but I just call it the Monster area. And it was the Curse of the Werewolf, I think it's called. And it's a roller coaster that kind of spins, like the cars spin as you go. Not like crazy like the teacups, but it's all based on like weight distribution and stuff. And so sometime you might go on it and it hardly spins at all. And another time you might go on it and it'll spin a lot. So ours spun some, but not a ton. It was, by ours, I mean me and the other people in the car with me. My parents don't do a whole lot of roller coasters, so they didn't go on that one. But it was a lot of fun. Not super long, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I got to go on it. I did get in the single rider line, and I was on the ride within like 15 minutes. And I think the wait time was, I don't remember for sure, but it was rather lengthy. And I was on in 15 minutes by using the single rider line. And yeah, I'm glad I did. That was a lot of fun. Our dinner was great. And yeah, so that day was just focusing on those two areas. And it was a good first day. And it was, we got back to the room before it was too late, you know, because again, you know, this was a long vacation and it was day like 8 or something like that. And so me specifically, because I had already spent, you know, a long time at Disney, I was just losing momentum, you know, and I didn't want to kill myself by overdoing it. So we got back to the room. We had dinner in the park. We looked around a little bit more. You know, we did go in all the shops that were in those two areas. I didn't really film any of it. But yeah, so we looked around and just enjoyed looking at all the lands. They did such a cool job of designing them, and we just took our time looking at everything. Well, next week, make sure you come back because you'll see day 2 at Epic Universe, where we went to, maybe it's a toss-up, again, it's a toss-up between Dark Universe and Isle of Berk for what was my favorite, but you'll see all of our time in that land, as well as the other things that we got up to that day. So come back next week for that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Lead the Life Vlog, and I'll see you next time. Bye.